So I saw some more news video yesterday, and it was a lovely video. But I also was like, holy shit, I need to watch this on stream. One, because I think fact checking is always nice. I'm trying a little bit more um, I wouldn't call some more news like leftist propaganda, but I know there was a whole situation with people saying that ivermectin patients were filling up hospitals and it wasn't true. Obviously, like, I don't know, the net harm that that does is very minimal, but I think it's always really good to make sure that you're being skeptical of all types of media that you're consuming, even if you like what the media is saying. Um, so I want to make sure that we're doing a little bit of basic media literacy. And then I also, of course, you know, people talk about Haiti. It's basically like they're calling out to me, right? Like when you make a Haiti video online, it's basically like you screaming, "Cat, please watch my video and tell me whether or not I'm a big fucking idiot." And I'm like, I can do that for you. So yeah, let's do that for you. And as I said, like while I'm fact checking, there might be a bit of a problem with me being slightly slow. Because for the next, I don't know, does anyone know when I put these things on? Was it 10 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago? I don't know. I put it on some time ago, and my hands when I come out are gonna be like a little bit wrinkly, so I'm probably not gonna want to like rub my hands all over stuff. So yeah.
Booze, dude! Cody Ghostin! This is a Haiti episode. Stop that.
I wonder if I should just like skip through like all the little funny bits because I guess it is kind of strange like that I'm gonna be okay talking about like serious Haiti stuff and it's woo boo. I'll see how I feel.
Stop it! Listen, here's some news. I know you're all excited for Halloween, but we're not quite there yet. We'll do costumes next week, I promise. But first, we have to talk about Haiti, and that's not very scary, or rather, it's very scary, but not in the way I think you're gonna like. I guess there are a couple horror movies based in the country, like White Zombie and The Serpent and the Rainbow, two films made nearly 60 years apart, and yet both are about Haitian magic enslaving white people.
Yeah, so just so you know, the whole concept of a zombie comes from Haiti. It's a voodoo ritual. Um not I'm not big of a I'm not much of a voodoo girl, but yeah. I when I first heard about it, I was like I don't know. I totally forgot that the zombie voodoo thing existed, and then I also like realized, oh shit, like that's something that's been taken from my culture. Okay.
As if we were really scared of that for some reason. Oh, also both came out around two separate times the US was occupying Haiti in order to influence their government. That is odd. That's an
Hello. Nice to see you.
odd coincidence. Okay, holy shit. So where to begin? Apologies if this is personally inaccurate to you.
We're not talking about zombies unless I mean, yeah, I consider the US government to be kind of a bunch of zombies. So yeah, technically we're talking about zombies. What's up?
But this booze dude is guessing that the majority of people watching and or listening to this have a limited knowledge of Haiti, just as I still do. And so we're probably going to have to start from the top. But before that, to sum up the current situation in the country, bad things just keep happening in Haiti. I don't know, maybe because of some shaman curse or hundreds of years of white occupation. I don't know. One of
Who doesn't know me? Cody Johnston? That's inappropriate. Honestly, how does somebody not know who I am? Also, I noticed that a lot of people, when they're reacting to content, usually make themselves smaller, but I'm always bigger. Does that bother anyone? Like, should I quickly rearrange everything? Also, yeah, I when I saw this, I actually like spoke to the TV when I saw that originally. Like, I know none of you know anything about Haiti. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? Say it to my face, bitch. Well, I guess chat, you guys will let me know whether or not it bothers you that I'm the bigger thing here. But yeah. You've already seen this video? Oh my god, you guys are fast. Oh, but don't worry, like I'm not gonna just be like, Yeah. I have a lot of commentary. Ooh, I was screaming. I was screaming when I was watching this video. You should take out a spreadsheet with pro and con lists. Like, you want to fight? Okay, I'll figure out. Do
The two, but currently the country was hit by two entirely different natural disasters in just the span of 3 days. The first being a magnitude 7.2 earthquake that struck on August 14th and ended up killing more than
Oh shit, I'm getting chemicals on myself. Give me a second. I'm like, it's getting on my pants. And like, I don't know what the fuck is in this because it causes like my hands to peel, but like, I'm just gonna guess perhaps I don't want that on my clothes. So give me a sec. Um, video volume is about half of what your volume is. Well, 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 well. Oh my god, I feel like Mickey Mouse. What the fuck? No. No. Kind of does. With the ears and stuff, I just kind of feel like Mickey Mouse right now. Ugh. Okay, hold on. I'm excited to get these off. I'm taking the kid gloves off. Okay, so yeah, I guess we will be I don't know how to whistle. I'm sorry. I've tried. I don't know. Like, I, it's not happening. I wish I was more talented. I wish I could be everything that you want me to be. Unfortunately, here we are. Okay, let me just put up the volume on the video. Concept of whistling is just strange to me. Like,
2,200 people and injuring over 12,000, causing an immediate overflow to hospitals, over $1 billion in damage, including contamination of drinking water that now threatens at least 500,000 children. Also, this is early estimates, and the total deaths might be significantly more.
so this, obviously, they're going to talk about the 2010 one as well. But I don't know. I always find the case of Haiti's infrastructure to be very interesting, you know? Um, when it comes to, like, there's a lot of lessons that can be learned from the Haitian earthquake of 2010. One of them of which is definitely working on the water supply there because this is the exact same thing that happened in 2010 when there was the earthquake of 2010. There was a lot of initial deaths, but then there were a lot of additional deaths as a result of poor infrastructure. Cholera outbreak took place as well. Basically, all the same waterborne diseases were propagated through the community. And yeah, like it's not always going to hit the same exact area, and perhaps that's the problem. Maybe Haiti learned a lesson, but only to fix like the infrastructure in Port-au-Prince so that it is cholera proof. But it's something that needs to be done throughout. But you know, the bulk of the money of the country is held within that very specific city. So as a result, there's an earthquake just done, I don't know, 100 miles, to the west of what the original one is, and they were not prepared for this one either. I don't know. Haiti is a very interesting case study for a lot of things, of which we shall learn more as we watch.
And that was just the first disaster, because on August 17th, Haiti was then hit by Tropical Storm Grace, causing rescue efforts to slow down on account of the second disaster. You know, it's hard to deal with the first disaster while you're literally in the middle of another disaster. Did I mention that their president was assassinated a month earlier? That's probably important. Boy, I am tired. Time to wrap it up. This has been a dark and harrowing look at the many problems facing this country. But at least we're almost done, since we've been talking about this for an entire few minutes. I'm gonna need a snack for this, hold on.
So, of course, this is another thing in which, there's always going to be this point of frustration for, like, us Caribbeans, because every hurricane season will end up hitting Haiti. Not every, but basically every. So it's always just kind of flabbergasting, I guess, to see how absolutely unprepared Haiti is for, like, earthquakes. With for hurricanes. But for earthquakes, it makes sense that you would not be prepared. The last earthquake that hit Haiti that was really important and notable, I believe, was like in 1810 or something like that. It destroyed the king's home because Haiti didn't initially go to a democratic system. We had a king for a bit. And there was an earthquake up in the north of Haiti, which destroyed, the castle or palace or whatever. And that was the last, like, really major notable one. So when there was another one in 2010, I guess you don't really expect to have another earthquake for a while. But when it comes to hurricanes, it's literally like in the middle of the Caribbean. It's like for it to reach American mainland, it basically has to go up through the Caribbean first, and then it curves and goes up to American mainland every time. Very rarely is there going to be a hurricane that you will ever hear of within the states that didn't hit the Caribbean first. Hurricane Sandy, that was a pretty serious one here in Maryland. Well, it was even worse in Haiti, So it's always, I don't know, I'm always just blown away, I guess, at the lack of preparation for something that basically is something that you should be expecting 4 months a year, every single year.
Okay, that is better. And just because it's candy doesn't mean this is Halloween themed. I simply switched to an all-candy diet for September and October, like many Americans who observe this time a little more seriously than others. All right, we're charged and we're talking about Haiti. I mean, I've personally been feeling pretty jittery and weak for the last few weeks for some reason, but generally speaking, we're all energized at this moment for an...
Sorry, so Haiti is just the same but worse in that sense? What do you mean, like when it comes to lack of preparation for natural disasters, or in what sense? And yeah, I have goopy hands. I have, old lady wrinkles right now.
amount of time. Now, you might feel like this news of...
Yeah, okay. So, hurricanes tend to gain strength inside the ocean, like they typically will dissipate as they, propagate throughout land, because, yeah, hurricanes are usually, I don't know enough about meteorology to really give too much of a reason, but as far as I'm aware, hurricanes tend to dissipate across land. So yeah, I mean, by the time most of the hurricanes hit Haiti, they are still, I think, in tropical storm or very early hurricane, like category 1s or 2s, but still, it's something that they should be prepared for. And when it comes to what was it right now that we were talking about, the earthquake, their efforts got hampered by a tropical storm. A tropical storm is not very intense. Like, this is something that, like, we may not have a hurricane every year that we need to talk about in the States, but there are tropical storms every single year. It's something that you should always be prepared for. It's something, if you're an island, you are going to face a tropical storm. So like the fact that like their rescue efforts were able to be hampered by a tropical storm, which is not even a hurricane yet, is problematic. Um, Especially since it's just a routine thing. It's like obviously you're not always ready for an assassination, but you should be ready for a tropical storm every year you're in the Caribbean Ocean. Or sorry, the Caribbean Sea.
Haiti and earthquakes feels a little familiar, a little retro perhaps, like a throwback to the early 10s. And that's because in 2010, a 7.0 earthquake also hit the island nation due to the exact same fault line, resulting in the deaths of over 316,000 people. This single event was so incredibly devastating that even as this recent, as in the 2021 earthquake hit, many in the country were still recovering from the one a decade previous.
So, that's very, very true. As of the last time I went to Haiti, yeah, there's still rubble left over from the initial earthquake. The presidents for the last 10 years have been living in their homes, during their presidential run, or sorry, their presidential term. Haiti used to have a presidential palace, like, the White House. But it was taken out in the 2010 earthquake, and it was never rebuilt since then. Um, and, honestly, it's gone now. The moment is gone. But the 2010 earthquake was like one of the most unifying moments in Haitian recent history. It's very rare that something happens to one class of person that affects the other class of people as well. 2008 recession did not hit everybody the same. Great Depression didn't hit everyone the same. Wartime didn't hit everybody the same. But this earthquake was awful for everybody across the board. It was one of those events where, like, both, the richest person in the country lost, like, their sister, and the poorest person in the country lost their sister. Um, Unfortunately, that momentum really went nowhere, I guess. It was definitely a moment in which could have been capitalized to better the general infrastructure and the state of the country, but alas. Um, and it was actually kind of interesting. Not interesting, but it was a very weird day for me that day. I remember seeing the news. I found out before everybody in my house. Um, I like turned on the TV and my dad was like somewhere else in the house. And I like called my dad. Um, like, Dad, there was an earthquake, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, there was a there was an earthquake in Haiti. Um, and then like he had to like run and like call everybody in his family, and it's really hard to get a hold of people actually. So he couldn't even like reach everybody, but at least he reached like his brother, who said, "Yes, mom is okay." But yeah, that was it was really really strange. Um and as a result, it ended up causing a bunch of refugees to move into my county in Florida. So I was suddenly there was a bunch of new Haitians that were going to my middle school because I was 11 at the time. No, I was still 10. Yeah, 2010 earthquake. No, no, I was 11. Yeah, sorry, I was 11. Um, yeah. How does day-to-day life look like over there? Just because it sounds like it's all destroyed over there from what everyone has said. I mean, it really just depends, right? Um, like I don't know what life is for the average person in Haiti because my family is not the average people of Haiti. I would say life over there is very similar to life over here from what my life was like. Um, I woke up every day. Well, okay, not super similar, a lot, because I'm about to throw in some like things, which sounds really strange. Okay, so I woke up every day. Um, Sometimes I would wake up right before like my ride would come. I had a driver when I was living in Haiti, which sounds crazy. But also, you have to keep in mind that the GDP per capita of Haiti is something like $700 per capita. So our maid was making 5,000 gourds per month, which at that time was about equivalent to 125 US dollars per month. I have no idea how much the driver was getting paid, but all I knew is that he was driving all day long, probably similar to what the maid was making, honestly. So my driver would sometimes wake me up because I was always like sleeping. Like I went to bed really late. Um, let's say the maid would get there at like 6 o'clock in the morning, start like making the house like breakfast, but I never really ate breakfast, so I just went in the car. I went to school. My school had Kindles. We didn't have textbook. We didn't have like books for classes. We had Kindles for everybody. Um, I went to a Christian school, so I had Bible class. That's kind of strange. Have Yeah, I don't know. Well, my it wasn't just a driver for the kids. My family like runs a nonprofit, so the driver would drop me off, but then afterwards, the driver would go pick up people that are about to adopt their kids from the airport, bring them up back where we lived. We lived on top of a mountain, so it took like an hour. He'd drop them off, come back, drop off some kids at the hospital because a lot of the kids that were sent to the orphanage were HIV positive kids, so he'd take them to the hospital like to go to the doctor and stuff, pick up some of the people that would help work at the orphanage, bring them back up to the mountain, come pick me up, pick up groceries along the way, pick up my aunt from the office along the way. Yeah, it was, yeah, just a bunch of stuff. Also, my hands are less goopy now, so soon I will be able to look up some things. Um, Yeah, I'm sorry. Because it never really strikes me as being super different. Like, because I just went to high school, right? I just went to high school, and then, uh, the driver would pick me up, and then the driver would wait for my aunt at the office. I would probably be sleeping. I would sleep in the car to and from home. We lived on like a really rocky road, so I would always wake up right before we got home because suddenly like the roads would be like, and then like I would wake up because like I the roads would be so bumpy that I would knock my head against the window and I would wake up suddenly from my mini concussion. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, I'm probably the worst person to say what life in Haiti is like because my family is like really, really, really overbearing. So my whole like life mostly just took place at my house. Like I only had like one sleepover or two sleepovers the entire time I was living there. I think I was only able to go to two people's houses, one of them of which was like a diplomat, and the other person um whose mom married like one of the Swiss bankers that like lived there. And I only went to her house once. Like I never was allowed to go to parties. Like I'm sure I could find some people that were like, "Yo, it was lit." Like, "Yo, high school in Haiti is so good." But like me, I'm just like, I don't know. I just read books mostly. Yeah. Okay, let's go on.
The 2010 earthquake destroyed so many homes that 1.5 million Haitians were displaced and forced to live in camps, something the country struggled to rectify for many years afterward. And while many countries responded with aid and money at the time, the rebuilding process would ultimately take longer than our attention spans. And as I'm sure you already guessed, that process was riddled with hilariously avoidable problems. For example, when the Government Accountability Office investigated the progress made by the United States Agency for International Development, they found that they had great.
Oh, I didn't live with my parents. But like I lived with my aunt. And I guess like in general, I kind of understand it. Like I was pretty resentful about it because I was like, dude, this shit's so fucking boring. Like I hate being here. But then I always have to remember that like my cousin, he had really wanted to go to a sleepover back when he was still in high school. Um, and my aunt was like, no, you can't go. And this was his mother. Um, of course he was pissed or whatever, but whatever, like what is he gonna do? Sneak out? Okay. Um, Turns out, like, I guess that family or whatever, that he wanted to go to sleepover of was like involved in like drugs or some type of crime because like mercenaries came and like murked every single person at the sleepover. So like a bunch of his classmates died that day. So I don't know, you win some, you lose some. What can I say?
underestimated the cost of rebuilding efforts, causing a much smaller number of homes built than what they had promised. On top of that, many of the construction contractors went to US companies and not companies in Haiti, effectively excluding any efforts to rebuild their local economy. Because
Well, okay, so it's really different in Haiti. Okay, I say to my parents or like my aunt, I want to go to a sleepover. Um, like the first question is what's the last name of the person? Because like, the 1% is so fucking insular that like that me saying what's the last name is enough for something. So yeah, that was the situation there. Like, okay, yeah, Kat, whose house do you want to go over to? Oh, my friend like Kim. Okay, but like what's the last name? Oh, okay, like Dessalines. Okay, yeah, no, you're not going there. Like I don't like the Dessalines family. And I was like, okay, whatever. What at the time, you're like, dude, this is whack as fuck. But then afterwards, when you're like, oh, people died. Okay, never mind. Met a guy who nearly lost his sister that way. You'll have to tell me more about that in the future. And also, just a point here, this is like a general issue that happens a lot with all different types of efforts. Like for people to go ahead and save Haiti, every time we want to save Haiti, it's always related to, okay, we're going to save Haiti, but we're also going to basically get a lot of, we're just going to get outside people to do it. And I guess some of this whole thing comes from a little bit of that. This is speculation. This is my analysis. I think it comes from a bit of a like white supremacist attitude because it's like, no, we can't have the Haitians build back their own country. Like, look, they're the ones that put it like this. Like, there's no way that we're gonna have, you know, people that are directly involved in the rebuilding efforts, thus as such as benefit from rebuilding, actually be the ones that help with the rebuilding. But then you'd end up having all these fucking people that have absolutely no stakes in the rebuilding efforts for anything besides like brownie points. At some point, um, you end up having these like moments where it sounds really cool for like a year, right? To say like, what's your job? Oh, I help Haiti. 6 months. Haiti was big shit for a couple months. Like, I'm not sure if you guys like remember the news of 2010. Like, Haiti was big shit for a couple of months. Even like a lot of different things happened as a result. Like adoption, people trying to adopt kids went through the fucking roof as a result of the 2010 earthquake. So like a lot of people just suddenly were like, oh, I look at me, I have my own little Haitian kid, so cute. Look at me, I'm saving the country, so cute. Look at me, I'm a missionary for this country, oh my god, so cute. But yeah, that clout fucking runs out, and once that shit runs out, well, there's a lot of people that no longer have all that much interest in making sure that they follow through with what their promises were.
of course we did that. Of course that when the Red Cross raised nearly $500 million for Haiti recovery, we would learn 5 years later that money would translate to the building of exactly 6 permanent houses. 6. Not 666 because that would be too spooky right now, but as in the single digit number 6. Because nearly all of the billions ultimately promised would end up mysteriously vanishing over the next few years. And we're certainly
Clout is not forever. People are like, I don't know what I expected. But people have overwhelmingly like moved on from the fact that there was an assassination in Haiti, like overwhelmingly. There's still news that's like coming out about the situation. Even like in this video, he talks a bit more about some of, some developments in the case. Um, I don't see a lot of people covering it. And sure, I mean, there are some people that are notorious for not remembering. For example, like somebody I watch a lot is Philip DeFranco. He said, yes, there was an assassination in Haiti, hasn't given any fucking updates. And I don't expect any updates because it's more interesting to talk about Nikita Dragon being canceled on Instagram or some shit. Um, but it's depressing, because it's really strange to see a population of a country in which like that country has been so integral in like the trajectory of the country not care. Yes, Philly D is still doing things. It was his 15th year anniversary the other day. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, who gives a fuck about Haiti? That's what Americans will say, and it's like clearly like every fucking administration of this country. I mean, they continuously do things with it. So I don't know. Like, I guess a lot of people care about Haiti, but it seems very convenient that nobody is keeping record of this.
We're going to talk about more of that later, but
yeah, quite a lot of edits.
It's extremely important to note that between these two life-changing earthquakes, Haiti experienced an absolute onslaught of hurricanes and floods that regularly pummeled the already fragile infrastructure and economy of the country. Imagine a sandwich where the two slices of bread...
So here's one of the things I did want to look up. So let's start off here. So 7.0 earthquake. That's a serious earthquake. You agree? But 300,000 people. That's crazy. That's a lot of people. So I wanted to check the Tokyo, Japan earthquake of 2011 because I remember that was a thing too. Was a 9. It was a 9 earthquake. It was an earthquake of 9. That's a lot. That's fucking serious. So the population is different. Of course, the population density is very different. But the official figures say that it was 19,747 people that ended up dying as a result of the earthquake in Japan, which was a magnitude of 2 times larger. I don't know if this is on a logarithmic scale. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure earthquakes exist on logarithmic scales. Let me check. Oh yeah, I got you, KP. I will answer your question. Okay, it's the Richter scale, and is this logarithmic? Yes, it is. Yeah, so it's logarithmic. So actually, like going from 7 to 9 is actually 100 times stronger. So that's the way that this scale works. So it was 100 times larger, and 19,000 people died of the 9.01. But 300,000 people at least died of the Haitian one. That is not just shitty luck, that is shitty infrastructure to the utmost scale. My country is so devastatingly fucked. Yes, 300,000 minimum. Minimum, yes. So, this could be a bias. So let me just check a little bit to see what is this radius. So it mostly hit a place called Sendai. So let me just tell you. Yeah, I mean, yes, because a lot of other countries are very, very much more prepared to deal with the issues than Haiti is. Um, yes, it does say a lot about the infrastructure in Haiti. And let me just see here. What is the population density of this particular area? Yes, and so that's the thing. Like so much of it, it's just literally senseless death. It is overwhelmingly just senseless death. Um, which is yeah. Let me just see. Tokuhu. Okay, great. So the Tokuhu region has a uh, total population of 8 million. So it has a total population of 8 million. Obviously, it wasn't felt equally throughout that entire region. But let's go ahead and see Haiti 2010 earthquake and see how many people lived within that region. Because I'm pretty sure it's less. So it's within the West Department, which is like a state essentially. Yes, so it has a population of 4 million. So it's double the population in Tokyo, yet like 20 times less death. Haiti infrastructure. This is what we're dealing with. Do you know like why there wasn't very much to say about Japan afterwards? It was like Japan, earthquake, and then they figured it out, right? Like I'm pretty sure if I go to those areas now, I could see a rebuilt Japan. Our presidential palace is still in ruins. It is still in a pile of rubble in the middle of Port-au-Prince. Like, it's right next to the airport. You get off of the fucking plane and you are slapped in the face with the realization that this country's infrastructure is in shambles. So much so that they are left their presidential palace, essentially their White House, in shambles. It's yeah. Yeah. And just so I can give a little show of that, um, presidential Haiti. Okay. Okay. So let me just really quickly show this, and then we will continue on with the stream. Also, hello. One moment. I am doing well. Thank you. Actually, just 1 second. Okay. Here you go. So here's the presidential. There. Here's the presidential palace back then. This is the way it's supposed to look in an ideal world. Yeah. Okay, and then this is the way it looks right now. They've left it like this for the last 11 years. So, yeah, it looks less cool like that. But, you know, this is... Oh, they're just up and demolishing it now? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Let me just quickly read this. What? Are they just literally demolishing it? Oh, this is 2012. Okay, this is a 2012 article. Well, I'm telling you right now, they haven't demolished it. It's still just sitting there in rubble. So, were they supposed to demolish it? I don't know, but I guess it was too much of a hassle to even get rid of it. So, yeah. Here you go. Okay, back to some more news. I feel like in a lot of senses, Haiti could be the something for some form of dystopia, something always. Yeah, well, yeah. It should be refixed, but I guess the whole thing is maybe none of the presidents care right now because it's like they all had their own little mansion. Why the fuck would I want to live in that thing? I don't know. Weird, weird champ, fucking weird champ. Okay, continue. Um, Also, I should probably be doing like the bare minimum of advertisement for myself over here. I don't think we're gonna like hit anything, but yeah, it's worth plugging every once in a while. There you go. Is this the very popular video? Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me just switch.
This is horrible.
Why can't I? Okay, hold on. Run for Haitian president? I don't know, homie. I would say run for Haitian president, but like, I don't know. There's a general understanding distrust of white people in Haiti, so do with that as you will. Yeah, no, they're not gonna vote for your ass. Sorry. I apologize. I mean, yeah. Yep. Sorry. I am sorry to break it to you, brother. You're not gonna be the president of anything anytime soon. But with your words, ooh, okay, well I would love to hear your Creole impressions. I'm sure that will be absolutely beautiful. Okay. One moment, just while I play this. Oh, and I fucking muted it. God damn it.
You see, Stewie, there are tons of actors like this. They all started out just like you, but eventually they were destroyed by their parents' greed, drugs, or perverted Hollywood directors. Oh, like Bryan Singer. Exactly. The point is, it's a dark path. My God, I had no idea it could be so bad. Brian, I don't want to act anymore. Good. Now we just gotta make Peter and Lois understand. Yes, well, if they want to make me into a monster like those people, we'll give them a monster. Like when Godzilla attacked Haiti.
Oh my God.
God. That's that's so depressingly accurate. He's like, fuck this shit. Oh, good luck, guys. Yeah. Okay. Me too. Me too. Okay. Like I. Okay. Back to this. Cody Shody.
Are made of molten hot farts, two glowing globs of fiery poo air, and everything in between is just rusty needles. That's what Haiti has been forced to eat. So what this all comes down to is that Haiti, a country where in 2005 most citizens were living off less than $2 a day, descended even deeper into poverty. Nearly half of the population.
May I preface though that prior to the 2010 election, Haiti wasn't doing particularly well either. I actually nobody in my family had gone to visit Haiti between my cousin's wedding in 2004 until I moved there. And the reason why was because there were a lot of kidnappings occurring. So even if it wasn't a disaster in terms of a visible one, it definitely was not in a great it wasn't in a great situation prior to the 2010 earthquake. So just a piece of information.
Population is currently going hungry. A million of.
Did you know that I believe I don't know if it's 50 or 80. But 50, I think I'm gonna say 50, so that I'm not overgoing. But oh, Hello, somebody.
idea, Joanne. That's very good.
Thank you for the host. So, 50% of the country, as of last time I checked, does not have a stable income. It could be 80, but I prefer to say 50 because I'd rather be under than over. I lived in Haiti for 3 years. I lived between 2013 to 2016. I've been back in 2018, 2019, and 2020. What if we force socialism on them? Will that fix Haiti? I think anytime you get anything close to what even might be a socialist or populist agenda, the oligarchs of Haiti will uprise. I mean, we went over that last time we spoke a little bit about Haiti in 1991 when we had Aristide, who became president with his populist platform. The oligarchs basically executed a coup d'etat in a day. The former, I guess, oligarchs of which were powerful under the regime of Duvalier. Yeah, it's, yeah. Why don't they just move? I don't know. Ask Biden.
Of that in situations that are classified as emergency cases. This is where I'd normally put a bunch of donation links, but it seems like there's a problem actually getting that money to the country. You know? Still here.
And that is probably going to be one of the most tragic events of all time, is knowing that, so, 13.5 billion. What is Haiti's current GDP? GDP? Of course you can recommend a book. Okay, so the GDP at Haiti is 13.42 billion. Which is, yeah, they got $13.5 billion donated. That's a lot of fucking money, of which they could have actually executed relief. Usually when you have all the money, the GDP, if a government is working properly, anything that's collected in taxes needs to be dispersed, right? But when you have 13.5 billion of just aid, that doesn't need to be dispersed. That just needs to be used towards strictly fucking infrastructure. But that's not what happened. So, yeah. It's kind of sad. Actually, not kinda. It's very sad. 13 billion dollars. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money. Especially like for a country in which labor is so fucking cheap. It's a lot of money. Also, hold on. Would chat want me to like read through the Haiti related sections of this book on stream? I don't know. Let me know. I hate this Halloween shit.
Could we please lose the Halloween theme? Holy shit, you guys. Holy shit. Inappropriate. What this all comes down to is a cycle of poverty for Haiti, a country that imports 4 times more than what it exports.
And that's not entirely their fault. Do you know that during the 90s, like foreign aid flooded the economy so much with different types of staples that were already grown in the country, to the extent that it no longer became profitable for people to continue to create that crop in the country, because now there's excess, supply, demand curves, etc., etc. And as a result, a bunch of different types of agriculture was destroyed due to American foreign aid. Woohoo! Yay! So fun, so cute.
We're more.
Oh, Marco Mouse, I am aware. We're actually going to be doing a debate tomorrow. Not a debate, but a panel tomorrow about Dominican Republic versus Haiti at 4 p.m. Eastern, in which we will be talking about the difference between the two countries. So, I, a Haitian, will be there, and Fluff, a Dominican will be there, and do expect takes to be had.
More people are forced to choose between their kids going to school and their kids eating food.
Yes, it is a toxic girlfriend. America is most of the world's toxic girlfriend.
And of course, those kids going on to be stuck in that same cycle. All of it leading to increased violent crime, which leads to fewer people on the streets, which leads to fewer people working, and once again, more poverty. And of course, all of it made even worse by this most recent earthquake. But hey...
So, there are some situations in which, obviously due to the whole food situation in Haiti, and due to how awful our public education system is, some people will... move to Port-au-Prince, be from, let's say the provinces of Okai or Cap-Haitien or all these other Gonaïves, random little, pockets around the country. And somebody will make it to Port-au-Prince, come back to the countryside and say, hey, if you give me your child, I will bring them to Port-au-Prince and put them in school. And, people are like, that's great. That sounds really nice. I'm excited. Yeah, sure. Take my kid. I want my kid to have a better life. And with that situation, what they do instead is create these lovely little systems called rest-avec, which means live with. Rest, live, avec, with. And it's actually a child slavery mechanism in the country where someone will lie to the kids' parents and say, I will put them in school in exchange for them cleaning my house a bit, but instead what it really is just fucking child slavery. There's a lovely book that I would recommend to you guys. I read it when I was in 11th grade, I believe. I think it's called Rest avec, and it's about it is awful. It is awful. It's about a guy that became an American citizen and joined the military, and got to have a normal life. But he was a Restavec as a kid. And his, I guess, slave owner would have him sleep underneath the kitchen table. And every day when she came home from work, would make him massage her feet, and if he didn't do it right, she'd kick him in the face. It's a good book, very sad, and I would recommend to anybody that is interested in this system to read it. It's awful. And okay, so I'm looking up to find the book, but it says, obviously a definition comes up. Restavec is a form of modern-day child slavery that persists in Haiti, affecting 1 in every 15 children. Typically born into poor rural areas, Restavec children are often given to relatives or strangers. In their new homes, they become domestic slaves, performing menial tasks for no pay. Yeah. It's a lovely book. So good. So good. So cute. Ooh-woo. Yeah. Okay, here it is. I'm just giving the Amazon link to give the Amazon link. I'm not saying you should use Amazon to buy it. But here you go. I think I binge read it. I read it all in a day. Here you go. It's called Restavec, From Haitian Slave Child to Middle Class American. Very fucking depressing. But there you go.
At least on top of all this poverty, this fart and needle sandwich of disasters, Haiti also enjoys massive corruption in its government. Do you recall that presidential assassination I breezed past earlier? That was former Haiti President Jovenel Moïse, who was in office since 2017. And we should probably talk about that guy, because on July 7th of this year, a group of gunmen entered the president's home and proceeded to shoot him 12
What's BTTB? Let me see if I can fix that for you. Oh, okay. Here. There, I think I just enabled it. I'm not sure, but try it now. Okay. Did it work? I pressed the button. Like, I'm in properties. Um, enable. Yeah. I did what I can. I'm sorry. I'll fix it, like, another time if I can't get it going. I'm sorry. I think you have to choose the emotes to add to. Maybe someone has. Okay, yeah, I'll ask him later. Okay, let's keep going because I work at 10, so I want to at least make sure I get through this.
Times. What we would later learn is that these men were recruited from outside the country by 4 different companies. According to interviews, many of them believed they were hired for security, while only a few knew the actual plan. And the man who had allegedly hired them was Christian Emmanuel Sanon, a Haiti-born doctor who was, and this is a pretty neat detail, an American citizen. Sanon
And just as a clarification, just because a person's an American citizen doesn't mean that the CIA or like America was involved in the assassination. Because America has such a beautiful, large fucking hand over over Haiti, that they do not need to assassinate the president, and they don't need to get some random guy to do it, right? Like, if America didn't want Jovenel in anymore for any form of interest purpose, they don't need to go through hiring a bunch of Colombians to get rid of him. So, yeah, not everything is a CIA. Oh my god, CIA. Oh my god, CIA kind of plot.
had flown to Haiti during this time and planned to assume the presidency in place of Moise. Now, there's a whole lot of details I just can't get into here.
And there's a whole bunch of details that I don't particularly feel like listening to for a really long time, considering, like, this Jovenel was my friend's dad. So it's just a bit rough to, like, listen to, because I'm like, I haven't heard from my friends in so long. I have no idea how they're doing. So it's just kind of strange to hear about, like, all the different ways in which their dad got shot in the head.
But it's important to note that these men were all allegedly funded by Walter Ventimiglia, president of Worldwide Mortgage Lending Group, a fucking mortgage company out of Florida. And for the record, Walter's lawyers are claiming that he knew nothing about the assassination, while still totally admitting that.
I mean, it seems like the Haitians that are in Montreal are quite happy. I mean, it's fortunate that Canada's a lot less angry about the idea of having more immigrants come in. I don't know, like, come on, guys. We looked over this the other day. Like, Biden's raising the cap of the amount of people that are allowed in as refugees to a staggering 125,000 people. There's currently refugee crises happening from 2 countries, of which the total combined population is 50 million. Okay.
He was knowingly funding a transfer of power in Haiti. It seems that some of the people involved simply thought they were overthrowing the government as opposed to flat out killing the president. And I don't know, that sort of feels like splitting hairs. And while I can't stress enough that this is an ongoing investigation and filled with complicated details and motives and conflicting stories and allegedlys and supposings and etc., the uncontested details.
And that's, I guess, generally the thing that's going to frustrate me the most is just, like, how long it's going to take for people to get the answers on this situation, just strictly due to the fact that, like, the country that's handling this investigation does not really have the ability to do this. As far as I was told, somebody said he dissolved the parliament, so that, he could kind of rule by decree, but I don't know. I really don't. I I'm more of a Haitian history person rather than a Haitian current person as a result of like too many of the people involved in current stuff being people I know. So it's like I'd rather not like read up on like people I know.
That this started from a group of Americans involving themselves in Haiti's politics is pretty much a microcosm of the entire recent history of this country. Also, less recent events. And boy, we will be getting to that. Oh boy, too bad you're gonna have to. In fact, Jovenel Moïse himself only rose to power thanks to a chain reaction started by American politicians. For context, Moïse began his 2016 campaign as a banana farmer sworn to clean up Haiti from corruption.
Okay, I'm never gonna not make the joke though, as Jovenel Moïse's slogan for running for president was Neg Bananan, which literally translates to the banana and word. Nice.
Corruption, only for corruption and crime to rise considerably during his presidency. Just a few years after his inauguration, Moïse would be implicated in an embezzlement.
I don't know, man. Who you gonna call? Banana nigga. That's who. I don't know. It's hilarious, okay? Look, even if I don't enjoy the fact that memes prevail, okay? Memes prevail.
Scandal involving money given for infrastructure support from $2 billion in Venezuelan oil loans. This was money Haiti received following the 2010 earthquake, money that, under Moïse's predecessor, had already been heavily embezzled. And speaking of Moïse's predecessor, part of the controversy around Moïse's election win had to do with rumors that he was actually handpicked by Haiti's former president, Michel J. Martelly.
Okay, so I don't know all that much about this, like, but I just kind of find it kind of strange that he was hanging on this point of, oh, he was handpicked by Martelly. They were in the same party. And, like, it's not like Democrats and Republicans where there's only two parties. Like, there's 150 fucking parties. Like, it could be, like, why is that strange? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is strange that happened, but I don't really entirely understand why was this like a point of contention when like there's really not that many, like there's so many fucking parties within Haiti that like you would intimately know the person running next. So I don't know why there's so many parties. There's a lot. Like when the advertisements go up for president, you'll see that it'll say the name of the party and the number. So like 2. And they have to put like the number because there's so many parties that you may not like want to read through it all. So you just need to remember, okay, I'm voting for party 2. So like, yeah, it gets into the hundreds, how many different parties there are on the ballot. The only thing I know about Moïse is that he reestablished the army, which was quite controversial. It's kind of strange to go ahead and recreate the Haitian army, considering the Haitian army typically doesn't have a very good track record. I mean, who are you fighting against? The Dominican Republic? You're gonna lose that fucking fight. So what is it actually made to do? It seems like imitation tactics. And I don't know, let's think about the history of what the Haitian army has done. Executed civilians under Duvalier. Executed a coup d'etat in 1991. I don't know. Maybe let's not have, yeah.
Who stepped down in 2016 after those aforementioned accusations of massive corruption.
It wasn't really a step down. It was an election. It was an election year. Like, he was still in power. It was an election year.
And so Moïse's victory would be riddled with accusations of fraud and
See, this is kind of like why I wanted to go over this. It does not like take away from any of the point, but like we knew that Jovenel Moïse was running for president since like 2015. So it wasn't really a stepping down. Like there was an election going on. Like it's not a scandal reason why he's stepping down. It's the term is over. And there were already people running for the position. Now, it was kind of contentious because it was taking forever for the next person to get into the position. But, like, yeah, there was already an election going on.
Ton of protests, but ultimately, Moise maintained his power up until the moment he didn't. And so, going back to Michel J. Martelly, the corrupt president before Moise, who allegedly...
See, I can actually, let's look into this a little bit more because, yeah, it could always just be like a Western media thing. Because I'm telling you right now, I remember like when I started off senior year, everybody was walking up to his kids like, yo, dad's gonna be president, huh? Because two of the kids, there was two people running for president. Well, there was a bunch of people running for president. 100 and something people to be exact. But I guess two of like the major front runners, which was Jovenel Moise and another guy named Jude Celestin. The kids of these people went to my school, so like I remember this vividly. So, yeah. Also, it's been 90 minutes. I've been wearing the weird socks to make my foot be beautiful. So let me just take this off. Oh my god, it is so. It feels real weird. Feels really, really weird. Okay. I can smell it. It smells like nail polish removal. Did I just rub my fucking feet in acetone? Okay, anyways, let me look here. Let's see. 2016. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Okay. So I don't know what he's talking about. So 2015 presidential elections were held on October 25th, 2015, alongside with local elections and the second round of legislation. President Martelly was constitutionally barred from running as no candidate received a majority of the vote in the first runoff. The second runoff was to be held on the 27th of December. It ended up getting postponed. Martelly said that it okay, sorry. So Martelli postponed it to the 17th of January. On the 7th of January, Martelli said lol JK. It's actually on the 24th of January. On the 20th of January, Jude Celestin, which was the runner-up, issued a statement that calls whatever the person who will participate in this 24th of January election is a traitor to the nation. It ended up getting postponed again. And again, it was supposed to happen on April 24th, 2016. And then it ended up getting postponed again. And in this election, the original one, the one that happened October 25th, it showed that Jovenel Moise got 32% of the vote, and Jude Celestin got 25% of the vote. And this is where democracy goes to die, because 32% of the vote is 508,671 votes, which means you could basically assume that 100% of the vote would be roughly 1,500,000. If we want to be very generous, because, you know, whatever, 2 million. That means that less than 20% of Haiti's population is going out to vote. And this is where democracy goes to die. I love my country. This is not a fetish stream. Sorry, I was rubbing my feet because the little socks and stuff, but it is not a fetish stream. Not yet, at least. So let's see. Sorry, let me just continue to rub in the foot stuff for a second. This is always a fetish stream. I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, yes, no, maybe. Yet. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just. So basically, I don't have very soft feet, and I always thought that was a bit of a problem. So, Yeah, I'm trying to make them become more soft and stuff. Oh, there's absolutely no reason to trust politicians in Haiti whatsoever, not even a little bit. Um, but let's see. Oh, okay. So, amid allegations of fraud in the 2015 election, Martelly resigned, leaving Haiti without a president for a week. And then there was a provisional president. So let's just go backwards a little bit to see if like what he said was accurate. But I'm just saying that like if it were not for the general lovely, lovely incompetency of the country, then there would have been if it wasn't for the incompetency of the country, there would have been a president. Because by the time he resigned, there would have been the election plus the runoff elections. And yeah, so in the initial election, there were 70 people running. 70 people. I don't know what the nuance gets down to, like, by that point. Like, is it basically everybody agrees on everything? Like, you agree exactly with, another platform, but the only difference is that you want the tax rate to be 1% higher. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're getting down to when you have 70 different people running for president, but alas. Didn't Haiti have two constitutional interpretations for who should lead the country after Moise was assassinated? Which is fucking, if that's true, which we'll look into, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard, because we've literally had assassinations several times in the past. Like, you should be very much prepared for assassinations, or at least like what the course of action is afterwards. Like, if you're arguing over this, like, literally just look at history. What is happening here? The total voter turnout was 28.8%. This is where democracy goes to die. One moment. I'm just going to put you guys on to the TV. Ta-da, like that. And then I'm going to mute myself and continue playing for a sec. Actually, I'm just going to move back. I just want to go and like wash my hands for a sec. But you know that your election has too many people when two people have the same last name. That's all I have to say. Okay, one sec.
Of Moise's predecessor, part of less recent events, and 2016 campaign as a banana farmer sworn to clean up Haiti from corruption, only for corruption and crime to rise considerably during his presidency. Just a few years after his inauguration, Moise would be implicated in an embezzlement scandal involving money given for infrastructure support from $2 billion in Venezuelan oil loans. This was money Haiti received following the 2010 earthquake, money that, under Moise's predecessor, had already been heavily embezzled. And speaking of Moise's predecessor, part of the controversy around Moise's election win had to do with rumors that he was actually handpicked by Haiti's former president, Michel J. Martelly, who stepped down in 2016 after those aforementioned accusations of massive corruption. And so Moise's victory would be riddled with accusations of fraud and a ton of protests. But ultimately, Moise maintained his power up until the moment he didn't. And so, going back to Michel J. Martelly, the corrupt president before Moise, who allegedly orchestrated his predecessor's win, well, he is a whole other can of sketchy little worms. Before he was sworn in as president in 2011, Martelly was more commonly known as a pop music star from the 90s, a charismatic new president who would, in his first year, immediately descend the recovering country into rage and corruption. And I don't know.
But yo, his music back in the day was bumping. Come on! Have you guys heard Sweet Mickey's music? Holy shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a Sweet Mickey fan. But essentially, Michel Martelly used to be a compa artist that went by the name of Sweet Mickey. And I don't know, let's play a little bit of this. Let's see, is it worth all the corruption scandals? I don't know, maybe the music's so good that, I don't know. Hold on. Wrong one. Would you let him ruin your country? Yeah, I let him embezzle about $2 million. Yeah, easy clap.
Maybe there's like a really too little too late message there about electing celebrities to run the country, but that's not the point. We don't have to talk about that guy, I promise. You are extremely welcome. What I'm getting to here is the extremely suspect presidential election of Michel Joseph Martelly, one happening less than a year after Haiti was devastated by the 2010 earthquake.
Hold on, let me just scooch up a bit. I mean, honestly, tomorrow's stream, that song was about 8 minutes. So tomorrow's stream, before we start the Haiti versus the Dominican Republic debate, we're just gonna play that whole song. It's gonna be like a quick dance stream. I'll see if I can get Dylan to dance along. Expect a lot of head bops, because that's what you guys think dancing is for some reason. But yeah.
Things were not good for the country, and the US was still in the middle of sending aid. Specifically, the Clinton Foundation was heavily involved in Haiti, and boy, were they talking a big game.
Okay, the Clintons have been doing Haiti stuff for a while.
Including using the phrase building back better in their promises to help the country because yum yum, we love it. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And so the election took place, resulting in a tie between three candidates who had yet to reach the percentage of votes needed to win, Michel Martelly being the one who received the least amount of votes. At the time, this seemed to imply that he would be edged hot out of, dang, any runoff hot election. Okay. However, the Organization of American States disputed that claim, saying that Martelly should actually be included in the runoff.
The Clintons try to do some good. Oh, that's so cute that you think that. Don't worry, honey bun. You'll learn.
And that he'd actually come in second. We would later learn that the OAS...
I'm not anti-Clinton either. I mean, not reflexively. But when it comes to Haiti, always. Always be anti-Clinton when it comes to Haiti. Don't worry. You'll see why.
Was totally wrong about this. But at the time, current Haitian president, René Préval, went with the OAS ruling, but only after being paid a visit by the current Secretary of State under Obama, a one Hillary Clinton, who, and this is all real life, reportedly threatened to cut aid to the country if Préval didn't go with OAS's stance. I don't know, maybe she just wanted them to hurry it up, or I don't know, maybe we'd find out later that Michel Martelly's campaign was being funded by the United States Agency for International Development. I don't know, who can say. Interesting thing about the USAID, an agency we've occasionally discussed in the past, is that it is, in part, not always, but has been and can be, a front for the CIA. Dating back to the Cold War, it has functioned as a friendly face for American interests abroad. The smiling plastic lips on the globby potato head of American...
Okay, so, might be a little bit fucking naive of me, but, during the course of university, I did a lot of international development for different Haiti-related stuff. And, you know, a friend of mine was working for USAID and was like, hey, I think you would be really good to work for, you know, maybe you could work for USAID and it would be like a good way for you to continue like the work that you've done in terms of international development. I was like, oh, that's really cute. Like, I would love to continue working on international development. Then I saw this shit and I was like, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I know. Don't let a YouTube video tell you what job you're going to do. But any country, any organization in which has a hand in the destruction of the country of which my family is from, I'll do a hard pass for that one. Now, the question comes, source. Can we get a source, Cody Johnston? Can we source? Just a crumb of source. Also, I'm hungry. Fuck. I should ask Dylan, what does he want to eat? I don't think I've had food since I came back from You're the Only 10 I See. One moment. Fuck it. I'll just look up the very specific title. Hold on, let me go back. Source.
American interests abroad, dating part not all AI development. Michelle Martelli.
Okay, let's look this up. Al Jazeera. Let's see if we can find this being true. If it is, I will tell you all. You can't sit with me at that fucking dinner table if you end up working for USAID. Hold on. Nation. President. Okay. Okay, I found the article. Let's look through it real quick. Sorry, I'm reading it. I'm not sure if you want me to put it up on the screen, but I'm just scanning. Oh, actually, nope, I'm not reading this whole thing today. Sorry. I thought it was like gonna be like a little quick little cutie pie, just a little, you know. Nope, it's long. I'll throw it up inside my Discord server and hopefully I will check it out at some other point, but if we want to finish this anytime before I start work, then we're gonna have to keep it rolling. So let me just throw this up in general. There you go. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to blue balls you.
Martelli's campaign was being funded by the United States Agency for International Development. I don't know, who can say. Interesting thing about the USAID, an agency we've occasionally discussed in the past, is that it is, in part, not always, but has been and can be, a front for the CIA. Dating back to the Cold War, it has functioned as a friendly face for American interests abroad, the smiling plastic lips on the globby potato head of American interventionism. The thing of the stuff. And we could talk for quite a while about this agency's activities, like the Office of Public Safety, a program.
So I'm gonna skip over this stuff. Not because it's not interesting, but it's just it's not Haiti. Like they talk about Cuba for a bit. Cuba isn't Haiti. So yeah.
Considering we tried to save the United Family platform in Cuba, and their recent withhold aid if Martelli, perhaps it's all useful to help more clearly see the immense tapestry that is American interventionism. But to get us back on track, the USAID funded Martelli's failed campaign. Secretary of State Clinton threatened to withhold aid if Martelli wasn't included in the runoff, and now here we are back. And boy, it sure seems like those Clinton.
You know what I love? I love that a bunch of people were saying that we stayed in Afghanistan because we love democracy, right? And then we do this shit. Democracy isn't democracy for thee, but not for ye, you feel? Yeah, it's really cute.
Had a great deal of influence in Haiti, despite not, like, being from there and actually being United States politicians. And I think they're married. It feels like there's a whole video we could do on the Clintons and Haiti at some point. A lot of reading out there, but we still have a bunch of other stuff to talk about.
I almost want to do that for him. I saw that. I literally saw that come up, and I was like, I can do that for you. So if anybody would like to help out with my little stupid pet project, call a girl up.
Because it's sure interesting that we tried to give and sometimes withhold all this aid to and from their country, and none of it actually helped their citizens. And there's a really long history of the US directly involving ourselves with the results of their elections. And these natural disasters seem to be used as leverage points for power grabs.
Okay, but every single fucking Democratic election for the last 50 years. There were no Democratic elections 50 years ago. So basically everything since then, right? So 1991, America got involved. Preval, America got involved. Martelli, America got involved. Moise, America got involved. Why are we so fucking obsessed with Haiti? But not as a populace, but as a government. What does Haiti have? I mean, goods, right? Goods. But is it really that fucking good? I'm so confused. I don't understand. This is the one thing I'm missing in my little building block game. This little puzzle I'm putting together. Why are we so fucking involved in Haiti? Why won't you people just leave the country alone? Please. I have questions. Oh, yes, Marco, could you please do that? Also, feel free to throw it inside a Discord server, just so I don't lose it. Let me just throw this here. Yeah, I'd assume that they have some oil or some shit. Oh, is it just sugar? Are you just doing this for fucking sugar cane?
While callously ignoring the victims? I think I need more candy.
Thank you.
And while I know this might seem tonally abrupt, but what we're gonna do now is take a short break and cut to an ad for products and or services.
No, the fuck you're not. Not on my stream, you're not. You can suck my left nut. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like a fucking ant, all tiny and scared and shit. So, perhaps it's time for a history lesson about Haiti. You know how you love history and lessons? Well, I can be like your cool teacher who dresses. We're not class. We'll just cover some of the relevant sections. In this case, relevant sections referring to all of the times white people showed up and made things worse.
You guys need this? Do you need this part of the lesson? I can watch it, but you get the gist, right? Christopher Columbus came over and did a rape. And then he did a slavery. And then, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Thank you. It was called Hispaniola. French came. They called it El Domingue. Da 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 da. Slaves. A lot of them killed them. French were the worst colonizers. Did you know that? And if you think, okay, no matter what, all colonizers big bad. A lot of colonizers are really bad. Marco, you could put it into Today I Learned or Politic. Up to you. Yeah, a lot of colonizers are big bad. But if you speak to Haitians, luckily there's a lot of time that's passed where a lot of us don't really have any oh, I directly hate the French because of this one thing they did. But my nail just broke. Fuck you. Fuck. Okay, let me just fix it. Hold on. There. I broke it in half. But if you speak to Algerians about how they feel about France, that's the fucking vitriol that you want to think about. If you guys remember Popota, some of you guys might be newer people, but anybody that remembers Popota, he was Algerian. And Popota would tell me stories about how France would round up a bunch of Algerians in a football stadium and just go blah 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 blah. kill off 20,000 people in a stadium in the 60s because people were trying to become a sovereign nation. Fuck you. Yeah, Pre-Malone. Soap, you've been here for a while. I remember this. That's kind of rude. Yeah, it's kind of rude. A little bit, weird, champ. Yeah. I'm happy you recognize.
Became the live, literally tied to sit in the grave.
Slave masters real bad.
Wrench.
Okay, let's skip through some of this.
Because, this is the Haitian Revolution.
Haitians rose up. It helped inspire some other groups to want to rise up, such as the Americans. But, you know, white people didn't really recognize did not really recognize the sovereignty of Haitians. Haiti was told that they had to pay back France for all of the money that they lost as a result of getting their ass kicked. And it was basically either that or it was either they pay them back, pay back France, or Haiti will be continued to be blockaded from trade from both France and the U.S. The U.S. helped with it. Isn't that cute? Isn't that really fucking cute?
13-year conflict. This before the United States sparked a lot of fear, revolution, and only to get absolute.
Yep. Thomas Jefferson led Jean-Jacques Dessalines on red. Did not respond to him because I guess Jefferson's, he can stick his dick in a black woman, right? But he's not gonna answer a black man's fucking message. Disgusting. Depression. Well, Chinchilla, that's disease-based, yeah? Yep, my boy Jefferson.
Benefiting the United States from the sources and ended up selling a bunch of land to the United
Yep, so, this happened. Sorry, I'm just booming through this. Yeah, they were in debt, France, from getting their ass kicked by black people because they wanted to be treated as humans, and then they sold Louisiana. And you know what? This is what I found was so interesting. We talk about the Louisiana Purchase in school, right? Do we ever talk about the fact that it was a result of the slavery thing as to why it had to be sold? Because all you hear is France was in some debt. Why was it in some debt? U.S. textbooks. Please tell me, why were they in debt? Textbooks? Why were they in debt? A lot of people don't talk about Haitian history, even though it's very integral to American history. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I have to drink now? Okay. Give me a second. Let me find a bottle. In the meantime, let me just keep on playing my Man Martelli over here while I go get the water bottle so I can drink for you fucking thirst boys. God. Hold on. Damn, Soap. You told me to go get water and didn't even stay for it. That's fucking whack. Uh, it's okay though. I'm just reading through the chat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I know that a lot of it is like based off of a war. Like I've always knew, okay, why were they in debt from fighting something and they lost something? But what did they fight and lose? I don't know. I don't know. What did they fight and lose? Why don't we talk about some of the things that they fought and lost? And then, like, why don't we talk about maybe like how they got some money back, such as basically telling people, "Hey, we lost." What? I'm sorry. When other time do we have wars and do we tell the person that we lost against? Hey, so are you gonna pay me back? Like, no, you lost. Fuck off. Goodbye. Bye. Be gone. You lost. Yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
Purchasization, as they say. Napoleon would go on to disappear for a few days, presumably out of embarrassment. It was a commissioners to perhaps, maybe discuss letting France enslave the country again. And when Haiti refused, because of the slavery thing, France insisted that Haiti at least pay them back for the money they lost for both the Louisiana Purchase and the abolished slave trade. In order to avoid war and further blockades, Haiti was forced to agree to this debt, which translated to today money would equal roughly $28 billion. This absolutely unreal situation.
And they're not gonna pay them back. It's beautiful. Isn't it great? Like, you know? You know about like that whole issue where you'll go to other countries and you'll see that they basically make like England. England makes millions of dollars so people can come look at like museums and marvel at some of these like artifacts, and it's like we never gave you those artifacts, like should you at least not be paying us for the fact that you stole our shit and like put it up inside of like a museum? So imagine that, but literal money. Like it's just like France would just like give us money, and then like now it's like at a point where like France could give back the $28 billion like easy fucking clap, but they're not going to. Just like they're not going to give back Algeria a bunch of their stuff, etc. Very good. So fun. It was 1804, not 1904. But yeah.
Would go on to drain the country of Haiti for
But also, KP, like, it's not even surprising. Like, they still haven't apologized to Algerians for shooting them in fucking football fields, right? They're not gonna give back money. We can't even apologize for the time that we shot you people in the head, like other people that were trying to uprise in the 60s, So, yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure, there's still like a bunch of minefields in Algeria that France refuses to tell Algerians where they are. So
over a
black is a construct.
century until they managed to pay off their debt in 1940.
Oh, okay. No problem, citizen. I'm happy that you enjoyed it, even if you aren't able to stay. Tell your friends.
47. 47. The same era where Abbott and Costello.
Hey, want to know something fun? So, Haiti was still paying back France when the French were starting to basically come back to Haiti and treat it like a little fun tourism spot. And, basically have modern day... okay. Forewarning, I hate resorts. I think resorts are awful industries. Yeah, that's my little preface for this. So when I'm saying that like they were coming and using Haiti for tourism, it was mostly like in that like resort environment, which, no, there's still resorts in Haiti. There's still resource in Haiti. Like, the average person doesn't go there. Like, the average Haitian will go there. But, like, let's say if you were to go to Haiti on a mission trip, they would take you there. Yeah. And I hate resorts. It's especially with knowing what the pay rate is for Haiti. It's basically like slavery all over again, but make it cute this time with little coconuts and stuff. Yeah, I think that's more ethical anyways.
Opening up diplomacy with Frankenstein to stress how recent that really was. Because in all that time, no one stopped to think how incredibly f***ed up it was that a country was being extorted for their own revolution from horrific slavery. In fact, to this day, France never paid Haiti back this money that they blatantly extorted from a country they had already spent 100 years brutalizing. And I don't know, maybe we should ask them super nice to do that. Urge them, or less nice. However we ask them, they should perhaps pay that back, is my point. But also, and this is the...
Sorry, I'm like a little bit out of focus. Like I look slightly blurry. One sec.
Are you freaking kidding me?
KP, I'm so if I was able to like cause you to have this conversation with your child, that's so fucking cool. Wait, Chinchilla, can you explain what you mean? Also, how old is your kid, KP? Like, I'm just wondering, like, how early are they telling, yay, America became big and then we became best friends and then everything was just gathered ethically? Okay, 12? Okay, okay. Okay, he just started middle school? Okay, yeah, that seems late enough, yeah. Also, hello, new person, Keeper Fino. Thank you for the follow.
Big old cherry. Haiti's debt was financed through various different banks, some of which have since repaid what they were given. But one of the larger banks that did this...
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Oh, are you ready?
...was something called the National City Bank, later renamed to the National City Bank of New York, and finally renamed to something called Citigroup, or better known as Citibank. You know, that bank some of all of us are using. A bank that, like many banks, grew in power thanks to this and other slave trade as part of the growing and founding of America. And this is the kind of disgusting critical race theory they're trying to truth your kids with. A truth we should ban from schools lest we get too spooky. And so to recap a bit, the United States passively supported the French aggression.
What is up with like colonizers and like not giving people their shit back? Like for you guys it's like, oh, this is so pretty, it's so cute, very shiny, big, very ooh, ooh wow, right? But like for other people, like this is really important, like heritage for them to keep. Like, do you know how many like millions of dollars worth of like stuff is held in England from India? It's really grody.
Against Haiti during the revolution while simultaneously benefiting from their independence before helping to loot the country for an additional 100+ years and spiraling the country into debt like something out of the...
Hello, mods, can someone please deal with the horny poster?
Sopranos. During this time of debt, the US would go on to buy up the country's treasury bonds and anything they could to financially handcuff themselves to Haiti. In the later 1800s, when we were suddenly into guano mining, America simply sent companies to Haiti to take their resources. In the early 1900s, Woodrow Wilson would grow concerned of outside influences to the country, and in response, sent US Marines into Haiti to literally remove $500,000 from the Haitian National Bank for what the U.S. Office of the Historian would refer to as for safekeeping.
Yeah, so the U.S. military just, occupied Haiti for like 20 years, which, I don't know, was supposed to bring in stability or some shit. Look, any form of stability of which needs to be, stability that needs foreign forces to keep is not stability. Like, we saw this very, very easy with Afghanistan, right? Oh, everything got so good. Like, the US was here, getting people ready. It's been beautiful for the last 20 years. That shit fell faster than a deck of cards, okay? Like, it was facade. So I don't know what you think you're doing. Because if your way of like bringing stability to the country requires you to like have a presence there with machine guns, maybe not so good, homie.
We United Statesians sure do hate outside influencers, huh? It really grinds our gears. Hey, that's our thing. So I guess if you were wondering at all,
How's KataraNaStrmz TV doing today? I'm doing okay. We have a little fundraiser going. Little because I don't think anyone recognizes it's there. I'm not very good at promotion. But yeah, it's there. So if you do the thing, yeah, cool. Thank you.
why Haiti was already nipples deep in poverty before the 20.
Oh man, it's 100% okay, right? Like that's why it says like if you can't, don't do it. If you can and you want to, feel free to. If I reach any number, excuse me, when I get it removed, I'm gonna ask them if I could take a picture of it in a jar. Because last time I got a mole removed like about a year ago, and the first thing I did was like, can I keep it? They're like, no, you can't keep it because we need to do tests on it. I was like, fuck, okay. Can I take a picture of it? They're like, okay, fine, you can take a picture of it. I got to take a picture of it. Let me see if I can just find the picture. I yeah. Our schooling system is a propaganda unit. I mean, not in math sense. No one's propagandaing you with math, but when it comes to history, it's a propaganda unit. Here, let me just see if I can get this picture. Yeah. Here. It's really, really small. But looks like a little mushroom. I got a mole removed last year from right here. You can see like a bit of a line now. So yeah. If I'm able to get it removed, the tumor, I'll make sure I take a picture. It'll be a lot bigger though. Like the tumor is actually like feelable. Like it's about the like size of this. It's a pretty big tumor. Yeah.
2010 earthquake. Well, congratulations on the wonders of learning.
Sorry, I'm out of focus.
I can feel my blood. It's awesome.
No, okay.
And so here we are, amid these multiple disasters and corruption and assassinations, continuing to siphon money from the tragedies in Haiti. When the 2010 quake hit, one of the more immediate responses was a series of scam donation sites that simply existed to make money from phony relief efforts. But the grift doesn't stop at the low level.
Fun thing too that also happened was that like a lot of people were kidnapping kids. Like they would just say like, "You're coming," right? Because like a lot of the documentation got destroyed due to the Haitian earthquake, and like it would have severely caused a dampen on the whole like adoption process. So the U.S. government was allowing people like my aunt to just like fly the kids directly to the people that they were already starting to process with for adoption. So like that was good. Like a lot of files got expedited. But wasn't good was some people were just flying down to Haiti and being like, "You look lost. You're mine now." And yeah. A bunch of people's parents weren't killed, but now live in America. Yay.
As I already mentioned, a ton of Red Cross money just vanished after this point. Over $10 billion was pledged by governments, citizens, and private companies after 2010, and as we can see with just our f***ing eyeballs, that money never actually went to the people of Haiti. So, where did it go? Did the Kraken get it? Was the money haunted and no one wanted to claim it? Unfortunately, the answer wasn't that spooky. Again, not a Halloween episode. As concluded by the 2012 study by Tulane University, the money we sent was more than enough to help the immediate needs of the affected areas, and yet in some cases actually did more harm than good.
Let's talk about some of that more harm than good. I would love to. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, Cody. So cholera. Where did cholera come from? Well, the UN sent in a bunch of people to come and help out with the relief efforts of Haiti. But what they brought instead was fucking cholera. Because they were also not defecating in ways in which would, allow, that defecation to be dealt with in a way that was clean. So cholera was brought. You want to know what else those fun little UN people brought? Rape. They raped women. Wow. Thanks for your disaster relief, United Nations. No problem, Haiti. Nice. Okay.
As I already mentioned, a lot of this cash got slurped up by corrupt politicians. However, an investigation by The Guardian found that about 94% of humanitarian...
I don't know. It's gonna be the one thing that unites us all, you feel?
funding simply went to the lower levels of whatever entity people donated to. Outside contractors and private companies completely removed from Haiti's economy were hired. And in a lot of cases, the trail of...
Yes, I love it when the money I put towards to clean up a country goes to operational costs for the Red Cross. Yes, I fucking love it. Oh my god, transparency. Guys, there is a movie that or a documentary I've been wanting to watch for a long time. It's called Poverty Inc. and talks about like non-for-profits and just generally how much money can be siphoned out of an organization that you initially give to do something such as like, I don't know, women's literacy, but it's never the issue that they go to like taken care of first and then using the leftovers to go and plug in the holes, right? Or I don't know, running an operational cost fundraiser or something like that. No, they do the operational costs first. And a lot of you do realize non-for-profit literally just means that like if they have any profits at the end of the year, they can't have that. So it doesn't mean that like all the money is being spent ethically, right? Like a business can run as a non-for-profit. All it means is that like at the end of the day, when you have like, let's say 40% like leftovers, you can't just go ahead and pocket it and give it to shareholders like the way that corporations work. But what you can do is, oh, look, I see that we're making a lot more money this year. Rather than putting that money towards, non-for-profit based initiatives such as women's literacy, we can now inflate the salary of our CEO. Which the only difference is that it doesn't pay out to shareholders, it pays out to a couple of buckety heads at the top of the hierarchy structure. Not all non-for-profits are good. My non-for-profit is good, that's why I don't advertise it.
Receipts would just go cold. For some profoundly wild reason, we don't keep track of where donations go after they are.
Yeah, a lot of charities fucking suck. Like, that's why you need to actually do research on them and not just give to anything that sounds big, It's not always just Red Cross and UNICEF all the time. Like, please look into organizations that are working like more grassroots in the issues that you care about. Because I'm telling you, there's no multinational like conglomerate that you can donate to every time that's going to do any type of fucking good work for you.
Donated. And this is probably a fun time to mention that disaster relief is currently a booming industry that's getting the attention of private equity firms and Wall Street monsters. If you're looking for a career that isn't going away anytime soon, perhaps go into disaster relief instead of a dying industry like building roads, anything with water, or internet comedy writing. And so, much like what happened in Afghanistan, all the money that was supposed to help was either juggled around through various government entities, embezzled by corrupt politicians, or filtered through a series of extraordinary, greedy people farming off relief efforts to private companies of questionable quality. And so this is where I tell you about the Lambie Fund, an organization from Haiti.
So I saw this. I will say, we looked it up last night and it looks like a great fund. May I just say next time, please do a little bit more work on your name, because Lambie is a Haitian dish. So it's essentially equivalent of me calling it the mac and cheese fund. Like, maybe? Are you feeding everybody Lambie? Because otherwise, this is weird branding. But otherwise, they sound good.
That specifically helps fund actual local disaster relief efforts from.
I'm just Lambie, dog. Lambie slaps. If you ever go to Haiti, make sure you go to what is it called now? Like Moulin-sur-Mer, which is a resort. Just sit on the beach and wait until the fishers come by. Order Lambie. It's fucking good.
Actual local groups in Haiti. And perhaps if you want to donate to anyone, maybe f the Red Cross. And these are the people you should donate to. And here's the link for that in full screen.
Cody and your fucking Halloween shit.
Oh, right, I forgot we're still doing this like Halloween bit. I forgot a lot these days. Most of my hours are very blurry and involve a lot of crying. I should make candy dinner soon. But first, this isn't exactly over. And so we're going to do one more exciting ad break. Sorry about that. Hope it goes right now.
No.
Not
on this
stomachs
channel,
are
you're not.
trembling. Hope you enjoyed those ads and this awkward transition from the ads to a really serious subject. Ha 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 ha. Now, I don't know if you've realized this yet, but all this history with Haiti, slavery and debt, Citibank totally sucking, and this budding industry of exploiting
She is cute. I agree.
the country's natural disasters. It's all pretty darn emblematic of the larger issue with, and I hope this isn't too controversial, but capitalism and the white supremacy and Western chauvinism that fuels our racist capitalism. This is, after all, a cycle of debt and poverty being maintained by the US government, and not unlike the cycle being maintained within our country. Haiti is a depressingly perfect model for what we do to certain citizens every f***ing day, and that
Just a reminder that Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere.
point is not lost on me. Specifically, there is a group of people that we, enslaved not too long ago, and after that, spent way more time excluding them from any opportunities for advancing past a certain economic point. And that process created a cycle of poverty for them that's extremely hard.
Oh my god, I disremembered. At the Libertarian Conference, I think it was the ANCAP professor or something, but somebody had said that the way that we treat U.S. Aliens, like illegal, undocumented migrants, is worse than Jim Crow laws ever were. And even if that's true, what a weird fucking comparison to make. I was like, you what? Okay, I mean, maybe, but dog, like, poor taste? I don't know. There's not enough black people on the stage for you guys to be saying this.
To break, while certain whiter people amazingly blamed it on those people not pulling themselves up by their bootstraps hard enough. In the context of Haiti, this often looks like this.
To be fair to the president, some countries are
Who cracked me up like oh, what I just said? Oh, okay.
really crappy, right? In Sudan, North Korea, Haiti is not a great place to live. It has a life expectancy of 63 years and an average annual GDP per capita of like $730. It's not a great place to live.
Gee, Ben, I wonder why that is. Ben was on Fox defending.
I don't understand why so many people try to like downplay the comments. Specifically this one. I remember it was a trending thing that all Haitians were posting was like, my country is not a shithole. And it would post like photos of like beaches and stuff. I'm like, dude, are you really trying to prove anything to these people right now? And then we have like this guy that's like, no, like he didn't mean it was like a shithole. He's just talking about like, you know, the human happiness index is low. Like, okay, homie. Sure. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's kind of strange that we're only naming off like the first countries that come to mind when we think of like brown people. Like, let's talk about like Poland. I want to talk about like other countries that seems a little bit brown. I don't I don't
the comments of a certain president that I said I wouldn't talk about, where that certain president called Haiti a shithole country. Ben goes on to argue.
No. I know Poland's not brown. I'm saying like whenever ignorant people try to think of like really crappy countries, they just like start naming off like black and brown ones, which is kind of weird. Like, I mean, statistically speaking, the more black or brown your country is, like, the lower it will be on the like the human growth index or the HDI or whatever. But still, I don't know. Like, can you please name another country besides Uganda or Rwanda or Haiti, please? Like, y'all people do weird shit too. Come on.
Argue that it would be hard for Haitian immigrants to assimilate and speculates that issue is actually what the president was talking about. But what Ben is trying hilariously to claim is not really racist is clearer in the full context of the president's words, which were, "Why do we need more Haitians?" followed by "take them out," referring to excluding Haiti from any deals to allow more immigrants into the US. So the reasoning here is that since Haiti is a crappy country, they should be excluded? And
Yes, country so bad, let them sit there and eat shit, right? Like that's correlational. Cool.
neither Ben
Just checking.
nor that certain president is remotely curious about why this country might be in such bad shape. Because again, bootstraps, am I right? Clearly, these people can't be trusted without.
I cannot believe that people try to bootstrap argument countries like Haiti. Like, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm like, dog, do you know like the likelihood that you're gonna be able to move classes in Haiti? It's minuscule. Like, if you think it's hard to like shift classes within the states, homie. Haiti, like, no. Haiti, you're basically gonna be born into and die in the same class unless you get real lucky and there's a dictator and you start to join the Tonton Macoute and you get to be part of the people that get to kill some of the old oligarchs, and maybe you might pick up a little bit of political power on the way.
Our country, since they messed up their country. And by they, I actually mean us. we messed up their country.
Okay, Belarus. Fine. Bulgaria. Fuck.
And so here we are, watching these people
Hello,
swirl
Shake
around
Duck.
in a cycle we created, shoving them right back into the cycle
Shake Duck, I did the fundraiser thingy. So if you do the exclamation point dono, it'll do the thing.
time one tries to break free with the excuse that it's somehow their fault. Or in other words, maintaining white supremacy. Because a long time ago, we got ahead of the game, and by Xenu, we're staying there, even if we absolutely cheated and exploited people along
And it's not like this is entirely a game of luck.
the way. And this is going to just keep on happening, more and more. And not just with this one country. What we're seeing with Haiti is just a small, sour taste of our future on a planet being gradually destroyed by climate change. In the case of Haiti, the problems are a lot of different things, as we just explained. But as more and more impoverished countries are affected by an increase in drought and storms, and I don't know, some kind of drought storm that like swoops by and steals your water, well, that disaster relief industry is just gonna.
And keep in mind, there are people out there that believe that Haiti gets what it deserves. Isn't that really cute? Isn't that, like, adorable and just super cute all around? The idea that it's just, you know, an island full of black people that just made a pact with the devil and we're just getting what we deserve, which is death. I think that's super cute.
Grow and grow, while simultaneously not actually helping more and more areas. And it will happen in places in America too. And we will, of course, continue to get more refugees from Haiti and other neighboring areas, and more Ben Shapiro's making big boy smart arguments about why we shouldn't let them in, or do much to help domestically either for some reason, and various presidents with various horrifying policies on keeping these people out. But maybe with this current president, perhaps we can break that cycle.
They cross the Rio Grande River that forms the border between the US and Mexico. Most of them Haitian.
As you know, this has been covered. It's what you
caused
expect.
so much anger.
Right, no.
But will I let him finish, or will I synopsis for him? I'll let him finish. He only has 6
Of
more
course
minutes.
we're whipping them. But don't worry, folks. They weren't literally whips. And also, double don't worry, because the Biden administration took away the horses of those men, because that was obviously the
follower.
thing we all had an
Oh my
issue
gosh,
with.
it's Vosh. Hey Vosh, we're talking about Haiti. Who am I killing? Am I killing Trump? Me? Cody? Also, thank you, Vosh.
I want to make some kind of goodbye horses joke, but I'm too busy struggling to contain my skull inside of my flesh. Because, like all the other stuff we did to Haiti and all the other countries we politically kneecapped, the US is also one of the largest contributors to the climate change
Guys,
that will.
I'm sorry. I have to know. What does Haiti have? Like, I should know the answer, but like, what does Haiti have? Does anybody? Vosh, do you know? What does Haiti have? Why are we so fucking involved in Haiti? Because I as a Jamaican, I'm a Jamaican Haitian person, and there's it's very strange, I guess, the two different realities I'm living in, where one part of my heritage is like, America exists, I guess. And they're involved, but, you know, not to this extent. And then there's the other one, Haiti, where it's like America constantly is just fucking just hitting the back of its throat, like with its dick at all times. And it's like, why are you here? The spices. Dog, are you telling me that they're doing this for sugar, Bosch? Can we not grow our own sugar? Like, I'm pretty sure there's parts of Florida that are very much, like, able to cultivate its own sugar. Obviously, the prices that you're getting for it are going to be quite different, considering that one country you get to pay basically slave wages. Oh, wait. And then the other country, have I seen Get Out? We want to do that. Is that elect Obama for a third term? Also, Vosh, I do open-ish, panel-ish, stuff-ish that I'll probably be doing later, because I have a couple of philosophical questions that I would like to ask chat. So if you ever get really bored later on, if Outer Wilds just isn't enough for you, if the orbs are just not really doing what you want them to do, feel free to come by and do that. And also, thank you for coming to my chat. Welcome. Hello. We're small.
Will inevitably displace billions of people that we certainly won't try to actually help, and will almost certainly be wicked f***ing racist toward when they hit our borders. This whole other...
Let's talk about that. Remember, we talked about it a little bit a couple of weeks ago, or I guess last week. We talked about it at some point, about the whole situation of when we were holding Haitians, like within Guantanamo Bay, and we were treating Cuban refugees a lot nicer than Haitian refugees. And then we decided to keep Haitian refugees because it was like, look, they have AIDS. So we held them for like a year. Rather than saying, hey, would you like to go back to Haiti? Or, hey, can we get you to a hospital? We just kind of had them sit there and just AIDS. And it wasn't until they had a hunger strike that, like, America was like, maybe they do have rights. That's kind of cute. So that's cute, isn't it? And, yeah, xenophobia against Haitians is really, 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 really bad. I wasn't nice. I just wanted orbs. Yeah. I thought, come on, Vosh, come on. These aren't orbs. These aren't orbs. Vosh, you've already been doxxed, bro. I don't know who you're lying to right now. Give me a second. Orbs. Orbs my ass. One sec. Vosh, these were coconuts. These were the coconuts all along, Vosh. Like, you're just... Explain yourself. You like the ears? Thank you. 20K. My chat's in 20K. Cocoa nuts are just cum orbs. Bosh, have you ever touched a real coconut? Because the liquid that comes out isn't white. You do know that, right? Like, the pieces are white. Literally never. God. Somebody ban this mayo! Somebody ban the mayo and No, I'm kidding. But, you know, if I'm ever in Seattle, I'm bringing coconuts, okay? Not in a sexual way, I'm just bringing coconuts.
Aspect of the crisis in Haiti is, like so many other parts of this episode...
Oh yeah, as I was saying real quick. Yeah, xenophobia against Haitians is really fucking bad. I gotta go back to my watch list. Is it like of all the other like streamers so that you can be like hello, and then everybody in the chat's like, oh my god, it's Vosh. But yeah, thank you for coming, and it was very nice to meet you. And did you know Vosh isn't a pedophile? He's really cool. It's crazy. Oh, Vosh, I remember you said that you wanted you want to do research on some topic, and just know that I'm working on that topic for you. Free labor. Bad socialists, but it's okay. Yeah, so as I think you guys know, like I lived in Florida for most of my childhood, and like living in Florida is just really, really, it's really, really fucking bad. Oh yes, yes, please let's shut up, Vosh. However, will people ever find out who this person is? One sec. Have you guys heard of this little small little streamer named Vosh? Yeah, so when I was living in Florida, I constantly like was lying about me being Haitian, because it's weird stigma. It's weirdly stigmatized for some fucking reason. Yeah, like when I was growing up there, like people were like, yeah, Haitians eat cat, Haitians are dirty, all you guys do is practice voodoo. My dad hates Haitians because Haitian killed his best friend once. Oh, and especially once the refugees came in, like in 2010, people are like, ew, like you're one of them. So I was like, I'm not Haitian, I'm Dominican, which in all honesty, for most people should mean basically nothing, because it's on the same island. But yeah, for some reason, I this was something I felt really, really fucking insecure about. So yeah. Also, if you don't like boober tumors, consider donating. Cool, thank you.
Something we could talk about for hours. But for the time being, to focus on Haiti itself, I sure think it's pretty fucking impossible that
Yeah,
after
yeah,
everything
I
I've
have a
told you about the
tumor,
US's
but I'm not dying,
long
don't
history
worry.
with crippling their economy and politics, we're now turning back Haitian immigrants at the border. And did I say impossible? Because I meant ha 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 ha. Of course we're turning back these people. Will and
Okay, which my favorite part about the whole deportations is just like they don't even. You're Haitian, right? Oh, when was the last time you were there? 2010? Yeah, we'll send you back. What the fuck are? Why are you sending people back? It's like, excuse me, some people that like want to send DACA recipients back to Haiti. Sorry, back to their original country. It's like I haven't been in my original country since I was born. Like, what are you? Okay. Um. But you know what? I'm so happy that Biden's really just following through with all his immigration policies that he advocated for. He's doing such a great job. I love Biden. He's so good.
flown all the way back to the country we over. It's another of those things we just love to do. Oh, hey, also, fun fact, the mechanism that Joe Biden just used to perhaps illegally send back thousands of Haitian immigrants is a public health law known as Title 42, the exact same method that Donald Trump used to deport people back during the height of the coronavirus, despite the CDC saying that it wasn't an effective technique.
One, I don't like. Let's say we end up deporting a person with corona to Haiti. What do you think happens to that person? Like, do you think everything's just gonna be okay? Because Haiti's infrastructure does not does not have the capacity to deal with corona patients at all. My cousin's godmother died of anemia because the hospitals are too backed up in Haiti. Anemia. Not a gunshot wound. Not something that, like, you know, needed immediate attention. No, she died of anemia, iron deficiency, the same thing that I have because of coronavirus. So, honestly, deporting people back to Haiti in most times in history is essentially telling them, LOL, fuck you, I hope you die. Because if anyone's leaving Haiti, it's not for fun, you know? It's, yeah. Fucking hate this country. Also, yes, I do call Dylan my tumor with something.
Yeah, well, I lied. Just like Biden lied when he promised humane border laws, and when all the Dems lied and said they were mad that Donald Trump did this shit. As one Haitian immigrant put it, Biden called us, and then Biden betrayed us. That specific immigrant, named Fagenson Ellie, was actually living in Brazil when his sister-in-law told him that she had been allowed to migrate to Florida. But by the time Fagenson made it to the border, Biden had changed his policy, and he was arrested and flown back to Haiti, which, if you recall, isn't Brazil, where he had been living for years. He is now broke and in a country he knows nothing about, and most notably...
Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Yay! Thank you so much, Val, for $25 for the tumor murdering fund. That means that when I get it taken out, I shall send you the picture of the tumor. Haha! And then I don't know what you'll do with it from there. But thank you. That actually means a whole bunch. Thank you, Val.
One of thousands dealing with this same problem. Meanwhile, as of recording this, the US has yet to send any funding to Haiti for disaster relief. Not that it'll actually go to the citizens anyway. So yeah, Biden.
Oh, that would be so fucking road. Just like imagine a piece of, like, I don't know, like a lump, I guess, yeah, it would just be like a ball. I don't know what the shape is of my tumor, but yeah, I'll do that.
The bleeding heart Democrat that was supposed to move us away from the cruelty of Donald Trump is, in the end, just another old, white, powerful guy upholding the American tradition of repeatedly pummeling a nation whose only crime was not wanting to be slaves. The cycle of imperialism and white American supremacy and our seemingly addictive need to control the lives of people we have no business controlling, so embedded in our country that it spans both political parties, built into the bones, so deep that I don't think half of the people in power even realize what they're doing.
I'm just thinking, like, when was is right now the most unethical time to deport somebody back to Haiti? Because honestly, there's just so many fucking times where people have had to flee the country. But okay, so we had 91, leaving due to Aristide, which George H.W. Bush started and Clinton finished. There's the 2010 earthquakes. There were the Preval era where people were being like, it was actually like really unsafe to travel in Haiti at night. Like people were just being kidnapped all the fucking time. Like people's drivers had to like carry guns, and like kids would have to like lay down and like wear something across the back seat so that no one would see them there. So when the drivers are driving like them to school, that they wouldn't get kidnapped or like, killed on the way. And then there's right now. And it just seems like it's always a gloriously unethical time to send people back to Haiti, yet America just loves to do it. Which is so interesting, considering that a lot of the problems of which Haiti has is due to fellow colonizers like America. Yeah.
The cruelty's not the point, it's just how it is. Or maybe they do know. I don't know. I'm not a shaman blowing magic dust into Bill Pullman's face. Not yet, at least. Full circle joke. But the point is, it's ostensibly all the same. Trump said, "We're full, go home." Kamala Harris says, "Do not come." Speaking of family planning, a little cum joke for you. But here, we have the argument being, we're just too full.
Which I refuse. I'm so fucking, oh god, oh, I love hearing people say that the country's full. It's hilarious. Oh, it's so funny. It's my favorite joke. I am still laughing to this day. It is yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of fucking empty space. And like, you do realize like all of America could fit in Florida, right? Like, with there being space. Like, there's nowhere in this world, except for like Gaza, that's actually full.
This enormous country with huge pockets of sparsely populated land, no vacancy. Ironically, a lot of that sparsely populated land that's too full for Haitian migrants is kind of Louisiana Purchase-sized. Boom, full circle point. And listen, next episode will be more spooky, probably, maybe.
I don't know. How can you really make anything more spooky than talking about Haiti's experience with America? I mean, I'm scared. Okay, well, thank you for coming to my little segment. We're gonna move on. I'm depressed. Thank you, Cody Shody.